You know how long I've been waiting for this? Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
I don't think you guys walk away from this.
You just make sure people know what happened here today. And when you get out of here, you have...
Hello, true believers. Welcome back to another episode of Sunday Supershow Extravaganza, where we talk about the new comic book day, previews, the trending and hot comics of the week for your comic spec nerds out there, my picks for variant covers of the week, and we talk about the new key issues of the week and out of context panels of the week, which is always my favorite segment. Anyway, we have a couple of people. I had three back here, but it looks like somebody dropped off. But anyway, all the way from the Golden State, California. He's the one and only Big Jeff, Adamantium Blade Comic Collectibles. How are you doing out on the on the left coast there, bro? It's all right? Everything all right?
It is hot, and I'm out of cigarettes.
All the way from the what do they call it? The Queen City, I think they believe they call it. The home of the Charlotte Panthers. The Carolina Panthers, I'm sorry. Sorry, Boggs. W. Boggs 18.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, right.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, yes, Queen City, and yes, Carolina Panthers.
You know what? Cincinnati's also, Lord, Cincinnati's also called the Queen City, I think.
I've heard.
All right, Kevin. Kevin's going to hang out back here in the chat. Thanks for everybody for showing up. I'm sure we'll have some more people coming in a minute, but let's see what happens first. But I'm going to tell everybody what's going on the show this week, or on the channel. I mean, tomorrow I think it's going to be. I think we're going to do it at 1 p.m. Eastern time. I was trying to let Comicverse be able to show up for it. So Bad Cinema presents Cobra, starring Sylvester Stallone and Brigitte Nelson. And then at Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, in Comic Conversations with my friend and community comic book YouTube community artist Locke Wynn. So then Thursday at 30 p.m. Eastern, we Good Cinema presents The Dark Knight, starring Christian Bale, Heath Ledger, Aaron Eckhart, Michael Caine, Gary Oldman, among others. And then we have the Comic Lounge at 7 p.m. Eastern on Thursday night.
I'll be on both those shows.
And while I'm at it, don't forget, go to the cbcawards.org to nominate your favorite comic book YouTuber. We got 3 fine candidates right here for you. Anyway, so there we go with that. I think we're all caught up on that stuff. So let's get into it. We'll share the screen here. And we'll talk about the new comics of the week. Kind of an interesting week coming up. Uh-oh.
There we go.
Okay, there it goes. First up, we have Absolute Superman issue 9 coming out this week. Got a few fine-looking variants for that, if you're interested in this book. I hear it's pretty good. I'll tell you a book that I know is pretty good, and I think Jeff can agree with me on this one too. Transformers issue 22. We are closing in on the end of the Daniel Warren Johnson, Mike Spicer run. Still, though, it's going to be picked up by some pretty good people. Hold on a minute. I think issue 24 is the last one. I believe Dan Moore and Robert Kirkman take over after that. I know I love those two creators, but I still think with the groundwork that Daniel Warren Johnson and Mike Spicer laid out, it's going to be kind of hard to top. Uncanny X-Men 117. Does it say Murder Me Mutant or something? All right. And they got some interesting variants here. For that one, we got Action Comics 1088. This is John Kent. It's Superman's son. I guess we got a variant or two for that. We got one with Crypto. Crypto's everywhere now, guys. We got Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion issue 2. Of course, Miles Morales is now in the Ultimate Universe. So check it out and see what's happening with him. We got some cool covers for that one. Well, I'm going to kind of chill on the cover. We got Miles Morales Spider-Man issue 35. This is probably the most popular Spider-Man title going, except for Ultimate Spider-Man. This one, Ultimate Spider-Man, are way more popular than Amazing Spider-Man. We got a Simon DeMeo 1 in 25. Logan Libera connecting variant. I guess it's been going on for a while. Paco Medina. Perez Retrovision. That's cool. It looks like an old school, like you got the circle, the floating heads on the side. I like that. We got Batman and Robin issue 23. Man, it's been it's hard to believe this series is going on for like 2 years. And we got some cool covers for that. I'm not really going to get into all that. We got Magic issue 7. Hey, Terry Floyd. Good to see you, Terry. We got Magic issue 7. And there's a cool Retrovision. Joe Quinones, I guess is how you say his name. God, I'm not good at pronouncing names.
Quinones.
Yeah, that's it. Fantastic Four issue 1. That's a Humberto Ramos cover. It's got 19 variants for this book. Good Lord.
Whoa.
Holy stockies. Look at this one right here, though. There's a John Buscema remastered wraparound variant. So cool. And we got Ji Young Lee, is it Yin-Yuk Lee?
In-Hook Lee.
That's a 1 in 200 variant?
Yeah.
Well, hold on a minute. That's Ji Hyung Lee, not In-Hyuk Lee.
Okay, sorry. Like I said, I'm not good at pronouncing names. I'm from Kentucky. They got the 616 variant here. There's a trade dress and then the Virgin variant. I always say when they say Virgin variant, I go, how can you tell from the picture? All right. Fantastic Four 1. There's an Alan Davis variant. So that's an old school artist. Alex Ross. Look at this Alex Ross one. I didn't even see that one, or it would have been on my list this week.
Nice.
Oh, man. We're going to put that on the list. All right.
You ordered it?
All right. Anyway, there's the blank. No, I'm by the seat of my pants right now. I'm kind of lazy. I like this one right here. The Gabriel Dell'Otto Sad Lemon Comics is supposed to be an in-store exclusive. And, of course, we got the cool Scotty Young one with the thing. That's kind of cool. I wonder if there's going to be connecting. It looks like it's kind of connecting. You see how he's holding on to something here, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, connecting variant. So there will be like, I think, am I wrong, or do you think this is part of the one he sold at auction? Because it kind of looks like the same color scheme.
Kind of does.
You remember the original auction he
had?
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. It looks like it exactly.
Yeah. Okay, let's continue. Batman Dark Patterns, number 8. Radiant Black 35. I believe that Andy Kubert, or one of the Kuberts' daughter, works on this book. And Seabizzle told me it's a pretty good series. We got Laura Kinney Wolverine number 8. Supergirl issue 3. And we got a nice Stanley Art Germ variant with her little super cat. She's got a super kitty. And Superman's got a super dog. And the Leslie Lyrics variant.
I think I'm going to get that one if I see it.
I didn't really realize how dirty that sounded until I said it. But
too many jokes. I'm biting my tongue.
Aquaman number 7. I know. It's okay. It's okay. I do it too. They got an Alex Ross Mark Spears cover. It's kind of wild. And we got Green Lantern Corps issue 6. It's the Edwin Galman variant for cover B. We got a design variant by Ryan Gonzalez. Natasha Bustos variant. That's kind of cool. The Power Fantasy issue 10 from Image. We got Fantastic Four First Steps, number 1. And this is probably going to be connected to the movie because it looks like Pedro a little bit there. And so that's kind of cool. We got the Phil Noto variant. And we got a Mark Buckingham variant. Next up, we have Doctor Strange of Asgard issue 5. No variants for this one. I think it's a mini series. We got Red Hulk issue 6. He's still fighting Dr. Doom, I guess. Star Wars Legacy of Vader number 6 from Marvel Comics. These always have cool covers. We got Conan the Barbarian 22. Dan Panosian killing it. Look at the foil Dan Panosian. We got a version Dan Panosian. We got Superior Avengers number 4 coming out. Now we got another. So of course this one's going to have 20 variants. We got Marvel Swimsuit Special Friends, Foes, and Rivals. We got Russell Dodderman at a 1 in 1 in 50. Pablo Villalobos 1 in 100. There is a Ivan Tao 616 variant of Emma. I guess that's Emma Frost.
Yes.
There's a version of it. There's a Shannon Marr Mary Jane cover. Here's the J. Scott Campbell covers, which those were exclusive to his store. They're hard to get.
That Shannon Morrow give
yeah.
Adam Hughes a run for their money.
I'm gonna get the Shannon Marr, the regular, and I'm gonna get the Rogue.
And we got the Greg. I like this Greg Horn one.
Yeah,
for,
I'm gonna get the
KRS
Greg Horn
Comics.
one too.
Lucas.
Did you
Wernick.
order them, Matt?
I didn't order any of them. Mark Brooks. I'm trying to stay away from the FOMO. Pablo Villalobos and the Hot Ladies. They call you, but like you gotta. There's a Terry Dodson one that looks great. A black cat surfing. I'm trying to stay away for now because
I'm
so many old
getting
comics I want.
a copy of each.
Is the Marn exclusive? Let me look. I think it is Dungeon Crawler.
Yes, it
Yeah,
does.
JSC wants to take all our money next couple of months. Dungeon Crawler. That's the way it. Yeah,
I like that Mar better than the JSCs.
I'd like to see that. We need a series to call that, Terry. Conan the Librarian. Conan, let me look at this. We're looking at the towel. No, did he say which one did he say? I have to look again. The Mar. Okay.
No, that Mar's
I think it's a 616 comics variant. You'll have to go probably to their whatnot. Oh, Aaron finished Cobra. All right. I hope you liked it. I got to watch it tonight. Anyway, that one's a 616. They have an eBay store and they have a whatnot stream. So
scroll
it's
down a
the
little bit so we can see that. So we can see all of it, Matt. That one's a good one. Can you roll that one down so we can see the whole thing? There you go.
Right here?
Yeah, I like. Yeah, that. No, not that. The Mar one.
What do you
this
mean?
one right here, that KRS Comics, I think. And yeah,
that's right.
We got Beneath the Trees, where nobody sees Ride of Spring #1. So that's a follow up to the original one where you got a teddy bear going around killing people. It's kind of weird. Trinity, Daughter of Wonder Woman, issue 2, or 5 variants for that one. There's the Ben Oliver variant. It looks like it's a homage to the Death of the Family.
Yep.
Trinity, Daughter of Wonder Woman 2. It's called A Corgi in the Family. Okay, interesting. Interesting choice there. There's a Scott Forbes 1 in 25. And then we got a Paulina. I can't say her last name. I'm not even going to attempt to say it, but there's like a little corgi. Wolverine and Kitty Pryde, issue 4. We got Hello Darkness, number 12. I'm sure there's a Jenny Prison variant in here somewhere. Yep, there we go. A Boom Studios web store exclusive Jenny Prison black and white direct reverse version variant. And then there's the color version of it that'll be available. There's a Martin Morazzo. There's a, what's that one? Dan Panosian. All right, Dan Panosian. We got Batman Gotham by Gaslight, A League for Justice, number 1 coming out this week. That's a number 1. I really didn't particularly care, but we got a Bill Sienkiewicz cover. Look at that on the bridge there. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. I watched the new Jurassic Park earlier today. It was pretty good. All right, well, I'm going to watch that Superman movie Thursday at 2:00 for sure. I'm so excited for Beneath the Trees return. Yeah, I heard it's a really good series. We got I Hate Fairyland, issue 42, still written by Scotty Young. Savage Sword of Conan, number 9. This is in magazine format, I think. Or no, it's not anymore. My
The
bad. Look at
lamentation
this
of
Neil
the
Adams
women.
version cover. So they're like, I guess they repurposed some art from Neil Adams for this cover. We got Predator, Black, White, and Blood #1 coming out this week. So there's a lot of #1s coming out this week, it looks like, guys. Here's that Superman 2025 Treasury. It's going to be this is not a reprint. This is a new Treasury edition Superman book coming out. It's going to be $14.99 cover price. You got a Dan Jurgens variant, which is pretty cool.
What, Jeff?
That's a hefty cover price.
Oh.
Yeah, it's one of those large Treasury books. Still, it's a hefty cover price. We have a Scott Koblish Friends of Foes wraparound variant. There is the Superman movie photo variant, and then we have a version foil of the cover 8. Next up, we have TMNT Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Nation #8. Say that 3 times real fast. We got Planet Death #1. This is a pretty cool book. I read the free comic book. I don't know. I can't really afford to check anything out anymore, but there you go.
I'm on board with that one.
We got. Yeah, I'm on the. Look at this Doom homage here. East Coast Comics. Yeah. That's a Doom homage. Planet Death #1. I got all that. Okay, then we got Gotham City Sirens Unit Unfit for Orbit #2. This is going to be a weekly series. We got a Nubovich variant there for cover B, which is kind of cool. I like this one right here of Harley, the Gilliam March connecting variant. So this will be a bunch of connecting. Like I think the one I have, the Catwoman one, they'll all connect. I want it. And then you got these. I don't like these Helen Mass variants for some reason. I think they look kind of weird. We got Fire and Ice When Hell Freezes Over #4. FML #5 is coming out this week. It's Jeff Infinity Paws #1 comes out this week. We got a lot of #1s coming out this week. Infinity Paws. That's kind of hilarious.
I don't like
Farmhand 23. Blood Top #2 from Oni Price. Well, a lot of people do, so quit being a humbug.
Whatever.
Uncanny Valley. I don't really care for either way. Uncanny Valley #10.
You tell them, Will. You tell them.
Yeah, Will. Give them hell. All right, I'm just playing with you anyway.
Yep.
We got any more comments here? Nope. All right, keep going. Archie meets Jay and Silent Bob. There are 47 covers for this book.
Which one did you get?
Are you kidding me? I didn't get any of them. But if I was going to get one, I would get probably one of these ones you'll see here later. They got a Chasing Amy homage. This one's a Buy Me Toys and Comics Gavin Smith variant. Coffee House Jim Rugg variant.
Did you see the Batman homage one? That's funny.
That's Jamie Tyndall. We got a Chronic Con 2025 Bill Morrison variant. We got all kinds of variants. I'm not even going to get into all this. There's the Dan Panosian one. There's the Dan Parent one. This is ridiculous. The Michael Allred 1/25. Fernando Ruiz foil. Blah, blah, blah. This is a homage to Little Miss Sunshine. That's an homage to the poster for Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. I don't know what this one is. Stoochie Boochie Puffs. It's like a cereal box. Here they are on a giant Dan Parent with a giant skateboard one. Cover A.
Is Archie Comics like banking on this issue for their revenue for 2025?
They won't. No, I don't.
It looks like it. They keep going. Look at this.
Oh my God.
You're gonna at least get one eventually.
Right. I think we're gonna. We got Godzilla. Here there be Aliens #2. Free Planet #3. Savage Dragon 277. They're closing in on that 300 mark. And I think that's where we're going to call it short. We're going to cut it short right there. I think that's enough. Kevin wants them all, he says.
You got to hit the lottery, buddy.
Kevin, yeah, if you hit the lottery, I'll buy them all. If I hit the lottery, I'll buy them all for you. Yeah, I'm going to get all 47. Yeah, I don't blame you. I'm going to get all of them too. No, I'm just kidding. Next up, this is a segment I like to do. It's my picks for variant covers of the week. First up, on my variant covers of the week picks.
Yep,
You
I'm
knew that
picking
was
that
coming.
one up.
You knew that was
Yep.
coming.
Ladies.
Matt, do you need me to pick you up one if I see one?
It's
What's up,
an
Jay?
in-store exclusive. You can't get it. It's an in-store exclusive at that place, I think.
Are you serious?
You got an Archie there. I thought this was cool. It's homage to Batman 423, so I put both of those on the list. I thought the movie poster variant was cool for that treasury, so I put that on there.
So
Also,
you're
the
telling
J.
me I
Scott Campbell.
can't get that robe. Dang it.
No, you can't. This is the J. Scott Campbell cover for the swimsuit issue of Mary Jane. Here's the Gabriel Delato Fantastic Four #1. I think that cover is dope.
I'm gonna get that one for sure.
This is the Retro Vision cover for Magic issue 7. It looks very retro feel. And here's the Retro Vision for Uncanny X-Men 17. And then we got this cool variant for Transformers issue 22.
The Scotty Young bite.
Yeah, I don't know. He's trying to hard to copy him, ain't he? And then I put this connecting cover for Gotham City Sirens on the list. So there you go. That's your variant covers of the week. That didn't take long to get through, I guess. Let's check the chat real quick. Yeah, that Doom cover is nice. Surprisingly, I think Archie's making a bit of a comeback. A small, but still selling more than they have. Yeah, I agree with that. Hey, Jay, how you doing? It's good to see you.
What's new, Jay? My office chair. I just brought a brand new one today.
Okay, we just got through with the variant covers of the week. So now it's time for the next segment we call New Key Issues of the Week. And this is according to the Key Collector app. So let me go ahead and share this screen if I can.
47 variants.
Hopefully we don't run into any trouble.
That's got to be a record.
I bet there's more somewhere.
47 in a row? It reminds me of that movie Clark. He's like, she did what? The 37? He's like, my girlfriend sucked 37 dicks. What, in a row? Yeah, it's like we're waiting on this to come up. All right. There we go. Let's get to work here.
Tried to suck any dick on the way to the bus stop.
First up on the list for new key issues of the week, although I don't know why these are key issues. None of them say this is supposed to be new keys of the week, but it says non-key. Absolute Superman #9, the Omega Men in pursuit. The mysterious Omega Men have chased the Superman around the world. Action Comics 1088, back to school. A lot could change in the summer, especially for Clark Kent, a.k.a. Superboy. So we'll see what happens with that. All-Star Superman #1, promo from DC. This is a promo that will be handed out at all AMC IMAX Spheres. First come, first serve. That one's going to be, the price is already trending down and it's already at 0. So how far could it go down? I do not know.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I don't know. That's weird. Aquaman issue 7. King Dagon victorious. The confrontation with Dagon looms as Aquaman and his band of fighters near the end of their quest. Here we go. Jay and Silent Bob #1. Or Archie meets Jay and Silent Bob #1. Snoochie Boochies, Archie fans. Yes, you read that right. Moochie. Acclaimed writer, actor, producer, and podcaster Kevin Smith takes the teens you know and love from Riverdale on the wildest ride of their lives. So there you go with that. Assassin's Apprentice 3, #6. I don't know anything about it, so don't ask me. Batman and Robin 23, Damien in the clutches of Memento. Deep under Gotham City lies a subterranean echo of a lost time. This abandoned world has lain uninhabited for decades until tonight. We got Batman Dark Patterns #8, another non-key. Pareidolia concludes, whatever that means. Batman Gotham by Gaslight, A League for Justice #1. This isn't a sequel to the acclaimed series Gotham by Gaslight, The Kryptonian Age. The groundbreaking Elseworlds epic continues here. Next up, we have Battle Action number 10 from Rebellion Comics. It says Johnny Red's last battle is fought to the finish, and in the aftermath, what will the survivors find in the ruins of this long and terrible war? Next up, we have Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees Rite of Spring, issue 1 from IDW. It's a sequel series that explores Samantha's origin and the aftermath of her first kill. The next one on the list, we have Betty and Veronica Double Digest. There's a little double entendre. That's like a little entendre right there, isn't it? Like Betty and Veronica Double Digest. Tis the season for beach passes, sunny seaside adventures, and the best swimsuit fashions you'll ever see. All thanks to Betty and Veronica. See if anybody's saying anything here. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I'm sure Dynamite's had like 80,000 for like Red Sonja last week.
Yeah, that is true. Dynamite.
Blaine High Stakes from Comicsburg, 2025. Hey, is that the?
Yeah,
that's
Marvin.
That's
Marvin.
Yeah, that's my friend Marvin Wynn, or not my friend, but I know him, Marvin Wynn.
Yep.
Blaine from The Edge in his first solo adventure, the mission head to Las Vegas to extract someone that has too much information.
Oh, do you guys know
this one could be?
You guys know the artist?
One sec, Jeff.
I know the Comicsburg. He works for Comicsburg. They're
he's
like
a writer. Okay. He's the writer.
Gotcha.
Blood Squad 7, number 9. This issue, shit gets serious. Whatever that means. I don't know anything about it. Blood Type, issue 2 from Oni Press. Feeling drained yet? The summer's bloodiest horror bash is just getting started. We got Buried, long, long ago, number 3 from Mad Cave. I don't know nothing about it. We got Conan the Barbarian 22. I don't know why this is on New Key Issues. Dark Regards, number 3 from Oni. Gary, Indiana must be destroyed. Okay. That's kind of weird. That's kind of scary. Dark Stalkers X Street Fighter Blood Throne number 1 from Udon. We got Doctor Strange Tales of Asgard. Doctor Strange of Asgard number 5 from Marvel. Who will become Asgard Sorcerer Supreme? Empath number 1.
Got a reboot.
Number 2. And number 3 and number 4 all on sale at the same time, apparently. And number 5. I'm skipping all that. Fantastic Four number 1. The premiere issue of the new Fantastic Four series. What are we on? Like volume 30 right now? There you go. That is your new. And then we got Fantastic Four First Steps number 1. One shot retelling of the Fantastic Four's early adventures through the lens of real journalism. Farmhand 23. Monica Thorne is building a bridge connecting Earth and Hell. And it goes straight through the heart of young Abby Jenkins. Okay, that's a face only a mother could love right there. Free Fire and Ice When Hell Freezes Over, number 4. Fire and Ice continue their quest through the underworld. FML, a.k.a. Fuck My Life, number 5. That's actually the name of it. We got Free Planet, number 3. And The Future is Blank, number 3. Then we have Galactic. God, there's so many of them. Number 2. Goblin 252. Godzilla, Here There Be Aliens, number 2. None of these are keys. Why are they on the list? I'm getting really frustrated with this list right now. Gotham City Sirens, Unfit for Orbit 2. Green Lantern Corps, number 6.
Yes, Jeff.
Blah, 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 blah. I'm just going to go through these. If you see anything you like, if I don't see any keys on any of these, Marvel Swimsuit, Friends and Foes, and Rivals, number 1. 40-page one-shot. We got Miles Morales Spider, but it's still a non-key. Planet Death, how many are on here? Okay, we got through it. I'm sorry, I'm lazy. I'm tired of looking at it.
Hey, anybody else get the feeling that Key Collector is hitting Chat GPT up for some of those descriptions, those, 2-paragraph long
Oh, they definitely are, because I'm wore out like listening to that crap.
And those are all considered keys?
No, half of them said non-key on it. I get it. Oh. I just truly don't get it. All right. You okay there, Will? Reborn you?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
All right. Now we got the trending 20 comics of the week. If I can get the picture to work. My internet's going out too, it looks like. If it goes out, I'll pop. The trending 20 comics of the week, according to the Key Collector app. All right. Yeah, they probably are. Who cares? I'm not buying none of them, so it doesn't matter. All right. Here we go. We share the screen. Not a very good salesman, am I? I'm not buying any of them. I'm just 20 comics a week. Is it working? No, it's not working yet. So we'll wait. Bringing it up. Sorry, guys. My internet's acting like a clown. There we go. Coming in at number 20, we got Street Fighter #1 from Malibu Comics, 1993. High grades about $25. Is a comic book adaptation of the Capcom video game Street Fighter. First appearance of Ryu, Ken, Sagat, Balrog, Bison, Chun-Li, and Vega. Polybagged edition exists with a poster included. And it must have been a companion for the movie, I'm assuming. Doctor Strange #1 from 2015. The first appearance of Zelma Stanton, an ally of Doctor Strange. First appearance of the Imperator. There's been a 600% increase in copies sold this week because Zelma Stanton made an appearance in the series Ironheart. We got Punisher #4 from 2000. First appearance of Ma Nucci. Speculation Nucci will be an antagonist in the new Punisher series. There's been a 5% increase in copies sold this week because of it. But you could probably find this book in a dollar bin because it's only a high grade of $3. Don't let anybody trick you into spending more on FOMO for this book. Because as you see here, it's only a $3 book in a very high grade. The Old Guard #1 from Image Comics 2017. This was a good movie adaptation of this. And the sequel just came out. So that's probably why there's been a 475% increase in this miniseries #1. Invincible Iron Man #7. First cameo appearance of Riri Williams, who later becomes Ironheart. First appearance of Tomei, an Inhuman who manipulates machinery through technopathy. And the Ironheart series is the one driving this. It's a 400% increase because we just had the season finale of Ironheart Season 1. The Hood #1 from Marvel Max 2002. Another Ironheart, I guess, spec. First appearance of the Hood, Parker Robbins. First appearance of John King, the cousin of Parker Robbins. And he's going to be he's in the Ironheart series. There's been a 400% increase in copies sold. This is another blowback from the Ironheart series. Silver Surfer issue 3 from 1968. The first full appearance of Mephisto. First cover appearance of Shalabal. All right, I had the burp. Invincible Iron Man #9. And this is the first full appearance of Riri Williams in her prototype armor for Ironheart. There's been a 256% increase in copies sold this week. It's about a $40 book in high grade. And next up, we have Punisher War Journal #6. High grade copies about $20. And this is the first battle of the Punisher versus the Wolverine. And there's been a 240% increase in copies sold this week. And that, of course, is an iconic Jim Lee cover. Next up, RIP to Jim Shooter, by the way, when I see this cover. That's what I think of. Marvel Superhero Secret Wars #8. High-grade copies about $180. This is part 8 of Secret Wars and the origin of the black symbiote costume that later bonds with Eddie Brock to become Venom. Also, it's the second appearance of the second Spider-Woman, Julia Carpenter. Detective Comics 880. Cover art by Jacques featuring the Joker. High grades about $130 on this book. 200% increase in copies sold this week, following a $288,000 sale of the original artwork for this cover at an auction this week.
Yep, I heard about that.
That's wild. Hey, John. How you doing, John? Adventure Comics 346. First written work in comic books by Jim Shooter. Revealed in the letters section of Adventure Comics 349 that One of Us is a Traitor was written by a 14-year-old Jim Shooter. First appearance of Pharaoh Lad, Karate Kid, Princess Projectra, Warlord Garlic, and Nemesis Kid. And there's been a 191% increase in copies sold. It's about a $450 book in a high grade. Next up, and again, I say R.I.P. Jim Shooter. Marvel Superhero Secret Wars #1. High grade's about 25. This is the first cameo appearance of the Beyonder as a white light and a voice. First line-wide crossover event series. And there's been a 162% increase in copies. Punisher Limited Series #1 from 1986. Iconic Mike Zeck cover. First solo series featuring the Punisher. And it's about $85 in a high grade. It's been trending down. 131% increase in copies sold this week. Strange Academy #1. Speaking of Scotty Young, like we talked about earlier. First appearance of Emily Bright. First appearance of Dole Dermanu. Shiley Moonpetal. German Aguilar. Zoe Laveau. Alvy and Eric Brorson. Sons of Asgardian Bror. Guslog, a Frost Giant. Toth, the Crystal Warrior, and Calvin Morse. And it's about $50 in a high grade. Next up, we have Amazing Spider-Man 601. Controversial cover art by J. Scott Campbell featuring Mary Jane. Artist caught the attention in 2021. An artist caught the attention of J. Scott Campbell after posting the Tumblr picture rendition of this cover with a less provocative Mary Jane. Campbell responded to the criticism with his own revised sketch that pointed out the weakness in the Tumblr artist technique. While strongly supported by his fan base, there was a fair amount of backlash on social media against Campbell's professionalization of the amateur artist. Campbell's revised sketch was listed on eBay and sold for $14,700, and 1% of the 100% of the proceeds were donated to Fresh Artists, a charity that nurtures artistic talent in kids. It's about $120 in high grade. Uncanny X-Men 133, The Dark Phoenix Saga Part 5, first solo Wolverine cover. Also, Wolverine's healing factor, which had been hinted at earlier in Uncanny X-Men 116, is confirmed in this very issue. And this is a book that I'm looking for right now. So if anybody's got a line on this book, holler at your boy because I'm looking for it. All right. Next up, I want this book, but I can't afford it, so I'm never going to even look at it. I'm not even going to look at it. I'm just going to say Fantastic 448, first appearance of Silver Surfer, the first cameo of Galactus. Fantastic 449, first full appearance of Galactus, first cover and second appearance of the Silver Surfer. And that's about 2K in a high grade. This one's about 4K, so if you're independently wealthy, go find those books, I guess. G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, issue 318, 1 in 10, negative space cover.
That came out last week.
I know. Well, this is it's been a hot book. It's trending up right now.
Yeah, I know.
And it's going for about $25 in a high grade. This is just talking about like the trending comics of the week.
Yeah.
So there you go. There is your trending comics of 20 comics of the week. All right, we're getting right through it here. Next up, we got the Hot 10 comics of the week. Also,
if you need a voice
let me bring this up.
Know.
I'm not going to make a mistake. I'm going to need one after this. Probably you're going to have to help me on the panels.
Okay.
Because I'm struggling right now. I got to get a sip of something here. Hold on. Okay, here we go. The Hot 10 Comics of the Week. Coming in at number 10, Brave and the Bold, issue 28. This book is $74,000 in a high grade. Low grade still at like $2,200. This, of course, is the first appearance of the team appearance of the Justice League of America. Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Green Lantern, and Aquaman. Also, the first appearance of Starro the Conqueror. A 5.5 sold this week for $5,000. Woo! It's pretty Pretty big book. Pretty big book.
I gotta go out
Iron
dinner.
Man.
I'll talk to you guys later.
Okay, Iron
Yeah,
Man
Will.
55.
Yep.
Bye, Will. Love you, buddy. First appearance of Thanos and Eternal from Titan. First cameo of Star Fox. First appearance of Kronos and Mentor. First appearance of Drax the Destroyer. First appearance of the Blood Brothers. It's about $1,400 in high grade. But we're talking like 9.6, 9.8 grade. 8.5 for this book sold for, well, if it's the high is $1,400, an 8.5 sold for $850 this week. A 4.5 sold for $365. And it says here that the first appearance of Thanos has been drifting down to a more palatable buying price throughout 2024 and 2025. So keep that in mind if you're a Thanos fan. Uncanny X-Men 266. Hey, I got this book. And they've changed the key facts of this book, and I'm starting to get pissed about it. Because mine says, hold on a minute. Second appearance and first cover of Gambit? Why does mine say the first full appearance of Gambit, you jackasses? All right. Thank you, Key Collector app. I'm skipping this one because I'm kind of pissed now. All right. Am I even in here? Okay, yeah. All right. Is this thing on? I'm kind of pissed. I'm kind of pissed about that.
Good thing
I'm kind of hot about that Key Collector app. Detective
CGC
Comics
doesn't
359 is at number 7 this week. Yeah, well, they just said Key Collector app just said that Uncanny X-Men 266 is just, I'm kind of mad right now. You've been telling us for 10 years that was the first appearance. Oh, my God. Well, you're seeing me have a blow-up right here on camera. Detective Comics 359, first appearance and origin of Batgirl Barbara Gordon. First appearance of Killer Moth in the Silver Age. It's 2K in a high grade. 7.5 sold for $1,750 versus the average. It's a 12% increase. A 2.5 sold for $281 this week. Secret War, Marvel Superheroes. Secret Wars number 8 comes in at number 6 this week. $180 in high grade. This is part 8 of Secret Wars, an origin of the black symbiote costume that later bonds on Eddie Brock to become Venom, and the second appearance of Julia Carpenter as Spider-Woman. 9.8 sold for $523 this week, and 4 copies of 9.8 outsold the average. Canadian price bear at 9.8 sold for $1,748. Uncanny X-Men 101, debut of new powers. Jean Grey is reborn as the Phoenix. And it's about $800 in a high grade. 9.4 went for about $981 this week. And a 6.5 also sold for $320. So I probably would go for like $320 on it. I'll get that one. Another one I'm looking for, Uncanny X-Men 94. Actually, I'm looking for both of these. But anyway, so Uncanny X-Men 94. This is the second team appearance of the X-Men. It's the second appearance of Storm, Nightcrawler, Colossus, and Thunderbird. Fourth appearance of Wolverine. And the first appearance of Dragonfly. A 9.6 sold for $10,000 this week. Damn.
Ooh.
A 6.5 sold for $611. So I would advise you to buy an ungraded copy and then get it graded. That's what I would do. Invincible number 1, coming in at number 3 on the list this week. The first appearance of Invincible, Omni-Man, Deborah Grayson, Titan, William Clockwell, David Hiles, and the first cameo of Adam Eve, and the first cameo appearance of Science Dog, a comic cover being read by Mark. Copies ordered by retailers is only 10,800. It's about $1,100 in a high grade. 9.8 sold for $4,900 this week, which is a 26% increase. And the 9.6 sold for $2,890, a 41% increase. This book just keeps going up, up, up. Amazing Spider-Man 129. First appearance of the Punisher and Jackal. Second on the list, number 2 on the list this week. A 9.6 sold for $6,350 this week. And on the low end of 1.8 sold for $695. And a missing cover sold for a 0.5 sold for $286 this week. Number 1 on the list with a bullet. Amazing Spider-Man number 1 is $82,000 and like a 9.8 high grade. Second appearance of Spider-Man. The first appearance of J. Jonah Jameson. First meeting of Spider-Man in the Fantastic Four. It's also the first appearance of Chameleon and the half brother of Kraven the Hunter. A 7.5 sold this week for $34,800. A 1.5 sold for $5,000. So there you go. There is the hot 10 comics of the week. I'm still kind of hot about that. Kind of hot about that. Them saying that's the second appearance of Gambit. I got to be honest with you. I'm kind of hot about that right now. I'm probably going to have to do a rant about this, a video rant later on about it, because they've been saying for 20 years or 30 years at this point that's the. And I just bought it. So now I got to go find this whatever's his first appearance now. That's bullshit. All right. Anyway. I don't
think CGC necessarily uses Key Collector as a.
All right, I'm about out of breath.
Officiating body.
Yeah, you're probably right. I don't know. I think it's bullshit either way. All right. Next up, we got out of context panels of the week. Whew, I'm about out of breath after all that talking. And here we go. You got me, but I can still use my left hand. Okay. His eye catches sight of a potted plant. Of course, the flower robbers used that plant to induce me to see mirages and dream up that whole fight. As soon as I caught a whiff of that scent, when I came in here, I was hooked. I think Robin's messing with the Mary Jane or something. I don't know. Kind of some smoke, steam coming out. I don't know. Sorry, honey. I get a backache from bending over.
Oh.
Whoa. But then, looks like this. You spoke too soon. There's the bat signal calling Batman and Robin. And that means here we go again. But look at these guys. Are they nude? Sunbathing?
Man, look at that. Look at that bat signal. What the?
That's terrible. Did Bob Kane draw that? Ugh. All right. Anyway. No need for apologies. I'm not that fragile. I am. The smell of fish makes me sick. Look behind us. Do you see anything?
Oh. Hilarious, but excellent art, but hilarious panel.
Yeah, I know, right? I said, get some clothes, Mon. I'm popping out of this silly thing. And Spock's like, ha, 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 ha. Kirk's like, ha, 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 ha. Yeah, I know which one it is, but that's still bullshit. That's the first appearance. I don't care what anybody says. I'm going to argue about that the rest of my life. I'm going to get that one too eventually. Next up, the flowers have human faces. Am I going mad? No, Batman. You're just on peyote. Like it says right here on the label. First full appearance of Gambit. That's what I go by. All right. I like you, chum. This lump in my pocket isn't chewing gum. Hello.
Uh-oh.
Archie's at it again. I had a lovely time, Archie. Thank you for the date. Oh, what happened to you two? Looks like they've been having a heavy making out session, is what it looks like to me. I don't know. I'm no expert here, but I happen to think that we're here to learn, to prepare for our future. You people seem to think that it's all just for laughs. Whoa. I just asked you for a date, not a lecture. Tell your dad I'll be back.
Damn, son.
Told her, didn't he? Veronica, this is dartboard ski champ. Dick Endurance. This should be our greatest winter carnival now that you're here, Veronica. So his name's Dick Endurance. Okay. That is definitely an innuendo. There's no way you can convince me that's not innuendo.
Somebody slipped that past the editor and was like, yes.
Look at this guy hopping over the fence. He's like, remember, it's our secret. He's paid him. What have they been doing behind the bushes that he felt the need to pay him for?
Damn it.
Well, if she can do it, so can I. I've had just about enough of being one of the boys. What?
All right. All right.
Quickly, get him undressed. I wish I could have handled this job without Jason tagging along. No wonder you got him killed, you sick man. All right. Right here, now, I can't get out. You know, I've seen some Pornhub videos that start like that. All right.
Yeah. I'm stuck.
Lewis, what did you mean by your question about my interest in cannibalism? Oh, nothing. Nothing, my dear. Just an idle question. Nothing more. Get out of there, lady. He's wanting to cook you and eat you. All right. But tell me, does Billy like guns? Oh, yes. He's always been crazy about them. Why? Were you going to give him a small rifle for his birthday? But now I don't know what to do. Why would a priest be giving a kid a small rifle? Okay, I'm sorry. Johnny, who's this Doc Wiener? Well, I just thought it was funny. He said the word wiener. I'm like Beavis and Butthead. You got to overlook me. Next up. Aha! Sounds of splashing and yelling and uninhibited pleasures. Yahoo! Splash! My turn. I want to know what's going on off panel. I really need to know. You haven't made it through a night since you moved in, John. Okay. The next afternoon. Gee, Miss Prentice, I appreciate your helping me after working all day. A teacher hasn't any set hours. Shall we get started? You know, I've seen pornos that start like that too.
Yeah.
No, don't let him strike her. It's all my fault, my foolishness that led into such a land. Steady, girl, those sounds. Do you hear them? And it looks like she's copping a feel. That's what it looks like to me. I'm just saying. And how could I expect her to forgive me if I did give her syphilis? Man, I really am a jerk. Yes, you are.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, you're a jerk.
have to go ahead and shut the door on that one. You're done.
Yeah. At last, my life's ambitions achieved. I've got the ugliest face in the world. We got 2 more left. My mother is dead. Your mother is a lot of things.
Oh.
Sick burn.
Woo.
Coming
in
like
hot.
What
says, yeah, like what it says jab in the left top corner and parry in the...
Yeah, I know.
That's fucking fantastic. Ooh.
As they say in racing circles, he may be weak in the stretch, but he sure is a strong finisher. I'll just let that sit in for a minute. Everybody, you might have to think about that one for a minute, but it's kind of a slow burn until you get to the end of it. And you're like, oh, I see.
Those are pretty good.
I got some good ones this week.
The wiener one was a stretch, but we'll let you have that one.
Okay. And not to bang on another rant again, but I'm sorry, Terry. I know Uncanny X-Men Annual number 14. But you know how many years I've had this? I've seen it. It says the first full appearance of Gambit. Screw you, Key Collector app. All right. Anyway,
it's the whole,
I may have to use another. We have to use another app for our trending comics of the week next week. That's how mad
the whole
I am.
Wolverine 180 or 181.
I know. What came first, the chicken or the egg? I don't care anymore. I know what it says on the label.
I think it boils down to which one do you want?
Well, at least he's on the cover.
Yeah.
I don't want to buy them both, John. I don't want to buy them both. I don't like buying annuals. I'm just kidding. But, I mean, he is on the cover of this one. So that makes it better to me. All right. I'm sorry to complain.
Boom 2, first appearance of Wolverine.
He's right. I've heard this before. Southern Comic Geek is right. I've heard this. There's Boom Magazine was a fans of or something. It was a Jim Stranko did. It was like a fanzine they did for Marvel. It wasn't a fanzine. It was actually made by Marvel. And there's some really cool covers. They're actually pretty expensive and hard to get. There is a prototype for Wolverine in the back, one of the back pages. There is a character that has healing abilities. He has adamantium metal blades and all this stuff. He's Canadian. He has a sense of smell, the healing factor. And a lot of people say that is the first appearance of Wolverine in comics. Did I get that right, Southern Comic Geek?
I'm assuming it came out before, obviously, 180 and 181.
It's called, Boom, Friends of Old Marvel. I knew I didn't know the name right, but thanks, Southern Comic Geek. Quick. Yeah. While I've got 9 people watching, I want to remind you that you can follow me on Heroes for Hire Comic Club on Whatnot, and I am having a sale tomorrow at 2 p.m. The link is in my bio on YouTube. You know how you click down and it's got your links? My link is in there. So if anybody's looking to get some good books at a good deal, stop by. I'll help you out. You'll help me out at the same time. And tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern, I think we're going to do it at 1 p.m. Eastern, if that's okay with you and Aaron, Jeff.
Yeah.
We're going to Bad Cinema presents Cobra, starring Sylvester Stallone and Brigitte Nelson.
I don't know if you could share that page, but that thing you were talking about for Boom Magazine.
Yeah. Well, if you can find it, if you can find an article on it, we'll put it up. You can share it.
Yeah,
and then of course I have Comic Conversations at 8 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday. I'm going to be interviewing Locke Wynn, a great artist. He's a very talented artist. And Thursday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, Good Cinema presents The Dark Knight, starring Christian Bale, Heath Ledger, Aaron Eckhart, Michael Caine as Alfred, and as Commissioner Gordon, the great Gary Oldman. And then later on that day, on Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern, the Comic Lounge Hangout, as always.
Yeah, I tried to share it, but I guess you have to.
I see it. Yeah, I'll do it. I was going to read what Southern Comic Geek says. It says, someone gave them the idea of a character with regenerative abilities named Wolverine. So when Hulk 180 came along, they didn't give the other person credit. Oh, I see. Tomorrow, it's going to be 1 p.m. Eastern. That would be on the West Coast. That would be
9.
Would that be 10 o'clock?
10 o'clock. 10 o'clock.
It'd be 10 a.m. your time, Aaron, if that's okay. If not, we'll have it at 12:30. I was just trying to let Comicverse. Tony was wanting to come on because he really loved that movie. So just let me know. All right, let's share the screen. And Jeff, I'll let you read what it says.
All right, let me pop over here on it. It's from Key Collector Comics. Boom Magazine #2, published in 1973 by Marvel. High grade, $400. Key facts: prototype of Wolverine, published 1.5 years prior to Wolverine's first appearance. Andy Olson, a comic fan, created an original character concept of Wolverine who had regenerative abilities, a metal exoskeleton, and was a product of experimentation. There was some question as to whether the Wolverine briefly introduced in Hulk number 180 was inspired by this concept. Though Andy Olson was never credited nor compensated. So that's according to Key Collector, but right now Key Collector is not in high regard for Matt.
Yeah, I don't know about Key Collector. I guess I'm going to have to get X-Men Annual 14.
That's the
just
first.
To hedge my bets now.
Oh, time out. Missing Mars. Hold on 1 second. Oh shit, where'd I put it? This is me hijacking Matt's show. Sorry. Missing Mars. I'm going to flash these real quick. And you can email me. I sent you an email. You can email me if you are interested in any of these. Invincible
okay.
Iron Man.
I can edit it out.
Invincible Iron Man #88. Invincible Iron Man number 97. Number 67. Sorry, Matt. 52. 43. And then I have these two. I don't know if you have any interest in these. These are newer ones. Ultimate Iron Man number 1. I don't even know when these came out or how I got them or when I got
They
them.
came out in the early 2000s.
Okay. And Ultimate Iron Man. And that's it. And my apologies, Matt.
And he's got your
don't get
email
it.
now too, Missy Mars.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. Sorry.
all right, that's all. No problem at all. I mean, it's just I could edit it out. It's all right. I edit these videos
Okay.
anyway, so
Okay.
it's okay. By the way, Jeff, I like
Yes,
this
sir.
Broke Paper Chaser. I think you should change your channel to that name.
Everybody wants me to shorten my damn channel name.
I like your name. I like the original name, but I like that one.
Well,
All
that's
right.
accurate.
Well, just Missy Mars, just email him about it because I'm getting ready to wrap it up. Sorry, guy. I like to appreciate everybody that showed up and watched today. And anybody watching the replay, if you're not, hey Bruce, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing. And hitting that thumbs up on the way out does not cost a thing either. Hit your notification bells because I do shows every Sunday. I do this show every Sunday. And then I also, I do a lot of other shows during the week, and I edit these videos too. So, I mean, I put a lot of work into it. I know I say I'm lazy and half-ass it, but I really do put a lot of work into it. So I appreciate if you give me a thumbs up on the way out. And I appreciate all of you people that watch my show, all you fine men and women. I mean, it's probably 99% men, but still, any ladies out there, call me. Anyway, I'm just kidding. All right. Yeah, I'm glad you caught it on the stream. But anyway, I guess we're going to wrap it up. Parting is such sweet sorrow, but I'll see you guys soon. I'm always online. So until next time, true believers, Excelsior.
Come, son of Jarrell! Kneel before Zod! Snitchy boochies.